Whenever we talk of the use of big data, machines are going to have a big advantage. And decision makers who can use AI are going to have a big advantage over decision makers who don't. I'm Daniel Kahneman, and I'm a retired professor from Princeton University. What I do see, because it's happening now, is that we're delegating an increasing number of decisions to machines, simply because they're doing it better than we are. And the rate at which machines exceed human performance is, at the moment, it's quite rapid, but whether it will stop at a certain point is unknown. This is happening now in some restricted domains. So medical decisions that are informed by AI are better decisions. And it's going to happen in an increasing number of domains. It's happening in financial decisions, certainly in financial investments, and it's beginning to happen in law, and it's going to happen in an increasing variety of fields. People in my field, we tend to distinguish two phases of decision making. And one phase is just an objective evaluation of the situation. And the other phase is where a choice is made. And the choice involves values and involves moral values and other values as well. The value that they attach to gains and to losses. In general, people put more weight on potential losses than on potential gains. And in many situations, it's about twice as much. And this has implications in many fields. And it has particular implications in the context of governance that are worth exploring, because people who are in a situation where they have influence on other people or change other people's lives, they create gains and losses. In general, the losers will fight harder than the people who stand to gain. You should know ahead of time when you are planning to change human behavior or to reform any aspect of human society. You should be aware of the fact that there is going to be an asymmetry between those who gain and those who lose, and that ultimately you have to compensate people who lose. Otherwise, reforms will not happen. There is a great deal of interest in recent decades in human flourishing and in human well-being, and there is a school of positive psychology, and there are quite a few countries that are seriously considering using the well-being of the population as a criterion, as a measure of society's success. And I think this is clearly to the good. The question of how to measure well-being and how to measure happiness, and whether we know how to do this, and whether we really know how to influence it, there's a lot of research that is needed before we get there. And I think at the moment, enthusiasm might be running ahead of achievement. And I would say something else about the positivity. The idea of positivity means that you want to make people happier. And I think that there is a more urgent need, that instead of increasing happiness, it is more urgent to reduce misery. And that focusing on misery rather than on happiness would make a very big difference. You would do different things if your aim is to reduce misery. And I think I would prefer to see people acting in that direction.